Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host.
Hi investors, this is Anjz from First Metro Securities. In this episode of Market Bites, let me share with you our latest company update on Filinvest REIT or FILRT. We are reinstating coverage on Filinvest REIT Inc. with a hold rating and a target price of 3.30 pesos, implying a target yield of 8.3%. This reflects a 2.4% discount to the projected Philippine 10-year bond yield of 5.85% by end 2025, based on DBS forecasts. Our valuation incorporates DPU growth assumptions of 7.7% in 2025 and 1.1% in 2026, supported by the Festival Mall infusion effective last May 29, 2025. Addition of Festival Mall marks a meaningful step in diversifying FILRT's portfolio, enhancing both asset quality and occupancy metrics. The increased retail exposure provides better growth visibility and resilience, particularly given current headwinds in the office segment. Nevertheless, we believe FILRT's current valuation discount is justified by the following concerns. Despite the improved retail contribution, office assets still represent 67% of assets under management, and organic growth prospects for the segment remain limited. Concentrated in Alabang, particularly Northgate Cyberzone properties, FILRT's office portfolio faces high vacancy rates due to oversupply and weaker BPO demand in the area. This has historically constrained FILRT's organic dividend growth, particularly compared to peers with more diversified and competitive office assets. While FILRT has significant potential for growth, its current mall plus office GLA of 452,000 square meters could potentially more than double to 962,000 square meters based on Filinvest Land's existing assets. The pace and scale of past injections have been modest. In a market where sponsor support and execution speed are key differentiators, FILRT's slower track record raises concerns about its ability to scale efficiently and unlock value. To get bullish, we prefer to see greater clarity on asset pipeline execution, sustained improvement in the broader office market as well as FILRT's organic portfolio metrics, and strategic portfolio rebalancing towards segments with better growth visibility such as retail. Again, that's a hold call for FILRT at 3.30 pesos target price. And that's it for today's podcast. Make sure to follow us on our socials for more updates. That's First Metro Securities for our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and FirstMetroSec on TikTok. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this has been helpful.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the First MetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.